This is embarrassing, but I don't like to eat bananas in public.
Why?
Because bananas look like a big yellow dick. Duh, Rhea.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
Everyone knows that bananas came from a totally different part of the male anatomy.
What? It's time for Folklore with Friends. Bonk.
Once, in the Philippines, there was a couple who had a beautiful young daughter named Juana. Juana was gorgeous inside and out, with a generous heart and beautiful looks that made her the talk of the town and the apple of her parents' eye.
I've cleaned the whole house top to bottom, picked up the groceries for grandmother, and now I'm going to clean up the yard, all with a smile on my face because I love you so much. Pedro, isn't our daughter the finest young woman in town? Indeed she is. But I fear she's growing up too fast. Some young idiot is bound to sweep her off her feet and whisk her out of our lives. Oh, she cannot start dating. What a disaster that'll be.
Unfortunately for them, Juana was about to meet her soulmate. One day, she was introduced to a young farmer named Aging, and he was a perfectly lovely man. He worked hard, he was in great health, he was handsome, and he treated Juana kindly, but her parents would have none of it.
Juana, you are forbidden from seeing that boy. But Daddy, I love him! Don't disrespect your father that way. This man isn't good enough for you, and our decision is final. I want to respect my parents, but I know Aging and I are meant to be together. Perhaps their hearts will soften. In the meantime, might as well take advantage of this drama, because dating in secret is hot.
Juana and Aging continued to meet secretly instead, and their bond only grew stronger with time. But it is hard to keep a secret, especially when you are young and in love and a little stupid. One day, when Juana's parents were out, she invited Aging to the house. They were pretty brazen about it, canoodling right by an open window. And they were so smitten with each other, they didn't notice that Juana's father had come home.
What the hell?
Pedro saw Aging leaning out the window on his arm, laughing and flirting with his daughter, and rage filled his mind and heart. He ran to the window and pulled out his machete, and with one stroke,
No!
he Danny Trejo'd Aging's arm right off his body. The young farmer was so terrified that he ran away, and he was never heard from again, which I'm pretty sure is due to the blood loss. It's probably a good thing, unfortunately, because Juana decided to keep and bury his arm. She didn't even wait to see if he'd come back for it. It was the first thing she did.
If I could bury myself with it, I would.
The following morning, Juana noticed a strange tree had grown outside of the window. The trunk stretched up just like the buried limb, with bright yellow fingers that reached out towards her.
It's like my beloved is extending his hand for me to hold it. I feel you holding my hand, Aging. You're feeling frisky tonight. Naughty.
And that's how we got bananas.
Why?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta take this guy and mash him up into a banana bread.
Folklore with Friends. Bonk.